Hello and welcome to Short and Simple Online Tutorials. Today, as part of the Design Center training series, we're going to be talking about adding text and manipulating it with inside the design canvas in step 2. To add text, we click this button, Add Text, and then we're asked to choose from a variety of categories here, or we can scroll down to find them. We have compiled a list of some of our favorites in a category called Favorites, so I'm going to use that. You can scroll down and see the different fonts and their names here. When you get to one that you like, you can just click on it and you'll be able to see an example of that text, and then you can just click in this enter text box and enter the text that you want. When you're ready, click add to product, and you'll notice that even though I only had entered one line of text, it's on 3 separate lines here. Now this is a little bit tricky, but it's for your own good. There's maximum customizable potential here. The best way to figure this stuff out is just kind of playing around with it yourself. But basically what we have here is a text box with text inside of it. You can use these handles to resize your box or to rotate it. And over here in the Properties panel, we've got a number of different controls. The first one obviously is your text color, and you can easily change your text color here. You can left justify, right justify, or center your font. This button allows you to change your font, which I'll show you in a second. And then probably two of the most important controls here are the box size and font size controls. Now, increasing the box size is pretty much just like using the handles in here in the canvas. The important control is how the font size tool works in conjunction with the box size tool. Now remember, I had only entered this text on one line, as you can see in my text box here. And if you wanted, you could change your font like this. But I actually liked what I put, so I'm going to leave it. But if I use this font size slider, I can, resize the font within the text box. So basically now it's small enough within this text box to fit in the text box. And then when I go to resize the box, it will fit nicely around that font. So that's to resize the font on the canvas. You basically just use the box size controls. But if you resize the font using the font slider, it's going to wrap itself around your box size. So that's kind of an introduction to that. Playing around with that will really give you a good feel for these controls. I'm going to put it all down here on one line for a second, and show you that if it's on one line, it's going to arc a lot nicer. So I can do my text arcing here. If you try to arc multi-line text, you might run into some issues, but just play around with it and you can get it. You can get it mostly how you want it. To add text, a new text layer, you just click Add Text again. It's going to ask you to click on a new font in here, or just click the same font to be able to add it again. It keeps your old input just for reference, but you can easily change that out. So I'll click on Gorilla Milkshake here. Just do Design. You are next, and I'm going to do a multi-line text here. Click Enter, Shirt Online. Click Add to Product. As we just talked about, if we increase our box size a little bit and lower our font size, perfect. All right. Like I said, if you wanted to, you could change this in here. Once again, I don't want to do that. To delete a text layer, you just click this X button here. You can also change your font if you want. So if you select the font layer the text layer that you want to change, and then click Change Font, you can select a new font. It'll show you a preview, add to product, and sometimes you may have to change your text size so that it fits how you wanted it to. If you change the color of your product, let's say, see we have some black text on here. If you change the color of your product to black, you're obviously not going to be able to see your black text. Now you can just click it and change the color of that to something that's visible. Or if you add text to a black product, we have put in a little bit of a helper for you. If you added this text to a black product, it's going to default to a white color so you can see it. So that is adding text to your product. Play around. There's tons of different fonts. There's tons of different categories. I think we have over 1,000 fonts for you to pick from. So if you don't think this is bold enough for you, and by making it bigger, it's not it's not as thick as you'd like, go into the Design Center. You can definitely find something within the font library that you'll like. If for some reason you cannot find a font that you like, just go in here and and click Attach Notes, and let us know by adding what you want. You can also upload a font file here by clicking Browse. And if you want something that we might have that you don't, like if you don't have your own font file, pick the thing that's closest to it and just tell us how you want it a little bit different. So we can manipulate these fonts for you. You just got to let us know how you want us to. So that is adding fonts. Thanks for choosing Short and Simple, and thanks for completing this tutorial.